Hello everyone, this is TKD, Smash Brothers player playing for representing XTR tournaments. So I guess I'm supposed to be XTR TKD or something, but I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like my name to be six letters, like six letters that don't mean anything all mashed up together. So yeah, I represent XTR, which is a competitive video game company from Tijuana, Mexico. So yeah, I'm Mexican. And well, just to let you know, in case you wanna record your stuff as well, I'm using BSR screen recorder. That's BSR, B as in B, S as in screen, and R as in recording. So here we have a match from a tournament called KTAR 9, which went down on the 27th of March this year. Well, it's 2014 at the moment of this recording. March 22nd in Somerset, New Jersey. Here we have a match that I wanted to analyze. This is NAKAT, who is an Ice Climbers main, although he also has a pretty good pocket fox, and also ZeRo, who is a Meta Knight main from Chile. NAKAT is from the United States. So basically, I was really happy about watching this video because NAKAT is probably the best fox I've ever seen in any video. Yeah, so he's really good, and I just wanted to to make an analysis on this match to show well what NAKAT could do better. It's gonna be mostly about the Fox aspect of the match. What Fox should do, what Fox can do, and point out NAKAT's like really big mistakes. And I may talk a bit about what Meta Knight should be able to do or should have done, because well, ZeRo obviously also made some mistakes since Fox. Well, Fox, after having changed so much from Melee, like he barely sees any play anymore. So it's obvious that any player that's not from NAKAT's region is gonna have more trouble against him than they should probably. So let's get on to it. I'm gonna like play this video and analyze the match step by step. I turned the sound off so that doesn't get in the way of my voice recording. So there we go. This is the second match. It's NAKAT's counter pick, and he elected to go Fox on Battlefield. I know he had already lost the first match as Ice Climbers, and Fox on Battlefield is actually a pretty good choice, considering it's at least for Fox and Falco. I don't know if it applies to all three species, but it's probably their best stage, Battlefield. I think Final Destination is a bit overrated since it doesn't have the platforms to allow like more illusion recovery mix-ups. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the players a bit. NAKAT is probably one of the 50 best players in the world for this game, for Smash Bros. Brawl, and ZeRo, in my opinion, is the best player in the world for this game. He has a lot of tech skill. He can pretty much buffer anything and everything. He has a ton of practice, so his reactions are really on point. So yeah, basically he's just really good, and NAKAT is also really good. He's I'm sure he's ranked top 5 in his area, and he lives in the best region in the world for this game. Besides maybe West Japan and East Japan. He's from New York, New Jersey in United States. Okay, so let's start watching this. So here we start. NAKAT showing off a bit of a couple lasers. I think the first mistake was putting himself above his opponent by air jumping like that. Although it's not that compromising the way he did it. But I think in general it may not be that much of a good idea. But at least he seemed to handle that pretty nicely. We see ZeRo's first move was the short hop dash to short hop forwarder. Everyone should always keep track of the options the opponent uses to approach from neutral position. It's a good idea to practice remembering that to figure out their patterns. But yeah, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Okay, so let's just keep watching this. He did the double jump again. He did the double jump again. Okay. So it's a good idea, like when you get stuck in a position like this, to well, first of all, there's a technique in Melee and Brawl. It works on both games, and the input is the same. So if you play Melee, if you play both games, you can practice it while playing Melee or while playing Brawl. It doesn't matter. Platform dropping out of shield. Okay, I'm gonna show you the chart here. Where is it? Someone sent it to me on Facebook. Yeah, of course my performance is slow. I'm recording from it. Okay. So what do we have here? It's probably around here. There's like a chart on how to do the shield drop technique. There it is. Okay, so here's the chart for the shield drop technique. This little 2, 4, this this octagon represents like the borders for your controller, for your control stick. It's like the most you can move the control stick. And this is the shield angling zone. If you get your controller stick up to this point too quickly, or up to this point, or up to this point, or up to this point, you'll spot dodge, roll, or jump. There's this little area for a shield drop. They call it a shield drop, which is basically a platform drop out of shield. And yeah, you need to practice it a lot, but that's exactly the point where you have to get your controller stick in order to. You can do it slowly and just learn the timing or the feel for it. It requires a lot of practice. Anyway, by platform dropping out of shield, you can actually, when blocking a move like this, especially with Fox, that's such a fast faller. His falling speed is amazing. It's great. As soon as you block an up air like this, you can just shield drop down air him, which in this case, in this exact situation, would lead to shield drop, down air, buffered grab, which is a great punish for it. So yeah, that's pretty important. Although the timing is pretty strict, so I will wait until the second up air and then do the shield drop with a down air or with an air dodge or whatever. The down air would probably work since barely anyone can do shield drops in Brawl. Brawl players don't have too much tech skill actually. So yeah, that will be unexpected at least this year, since I don't expect many players to master this technique this year. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. There weren't any like noteworthy stuff. Okay, we have this now. Nope, that was dash attack. He blocked to see if the opponent would air jump down air, or like landing down air. And since he didn't, well, since he like landed in a vulnerable spot, NAKAT just shield grabbed on reaction. There it is. Okay, as for this one, what happened there is that so we this is the position they started in. NAKAT decided probably before doing the short hop that he was gonna short hop and down air against the opponent. And obviously the short hop will hop over the tilt, his down tilt. It's a bit harder. It's not as common with the F tilt, but the forward tilt can be countered by this as well. So he jumps over the tilt. Oh yeah, he actually did F tilt. Okay, there it is. Let's see. So ZeRo down tilts, it's blocked, and NAKAT out of shield expects the opponent to. I think he maybe expected the opponent to use another tilt, so he opted for short hop down air, which counters Meta Knight's forward tilt. As you can see, he hopped over the forward tilt, and boom. After the down air, he should buffer a grab. He didn't buffer a grab, so he did it the slow manual way, but which really isn't a combo. Although apparently he caught ZeRo by surprise with it, so he was able to pull off the shield grab. Oh no, he wasn't. He did down air into spot dodge, and like ZeRo panic down smashed. Okay. So there we go, pummel to down throw, a bit more more lasers. There it is again. ZeRo ZeRo is being too playing on auto mode apparently. Well, at least here we see a block dash attack, which ZeRo should have like waited a bit for and shield grabbed, or just nair out of block whenever he wants. But it seems he got a bit scared and compulsively rolled back. It shows that NAKAT plays a lot here, cause ZeRo rolls into him and NAKAT rolls on reaction, and rolling is a really good option to escape when Meta Knight's already trapped you with a roll. So he rolls, he's on his backside, and NAKAT should be trapped, but he just rolled through him. And usually when they roll through you, they're either gonna do something immediately, or just wait for you to do like some dumb spot dodge or try to down air them, and that's when they get you. But no, NAKAT reacted really quickly with a roll. It's good. It's good. It's a really good option, as long as you don't keep getting uh, caught blocking with his forward roll, because later he can just expect you to roll, then you do roll, and then he punishes you. But yeah, it's as long as you don't get caught in that position too often, or you don't do the same roll every time. But most of the time, at least half the times it happens, it should work. It'll probably work. It's hard to react to, and there aren't that many options that'll get you in time. And he has to read it pretty much, and he didn't read it obviously, So he tried to short hop back air. In the case of that short hop back air, I think there's time to for Fox to unblock and punish with a dash attack. And since ZeRo has above 50%, he wouldn't get NAKAT wouldn't get have gotten punished for landing the dash attack, which is the problem with Fox's dash attack at low percents. It happened again here. That thing where, okay, let's see. I think ZeRo's gonna block. Ah no, he stopped himself with a fair. Actually, this fair wasn't really good at all. Let's see. Yeah, look where he starts the fair. No way it's gonna hit him. Okay, as for these really bad fairs, if your opponent likes to do them too much, or you can even just expect them at the start of a set in case they're that bad against Fox. Like, you shouldn't ever do that against Fox, pretty much. Because, okay, he's fairing, okay? So he's fairing. This, no way this was gonna reach Fox. The Fox player can just like walk around or stand around, wait for the MK to whiff their fair, and then dash up smash them. The only way for Meta Knight's fair to have such little lag that you can't punish it with a dash attack or dash up smash is by delaying it, so it auto cancels as quickly as possible, which it didn't do. This was a buffered forwarder. It came out really quickly, I think. Yeah, that was either buffered or almost buffered. So he could have just stood there and dash up smashed him or dash attacked him. I like the up smash because it's like 16% damage. So this is what I was trying to mention a bit ago. NAKAT blocking the forward tilt, expecting ZeRo to. I mean, he blocked the down tilt. He's Meta Knight's down tilt, like when the hitbox is out and the first cooldown frames of it, his hand is sticking out, so you can actually shield grab it. If you expect a down tilt, you can shield grab on reaction to something hitting your shield and grab him by the hand, which is like poking out for a bit, and that's the punish. In this case though, he probably didn't expect the down tilt, so he didn't shield grab like on reaction, although he noticed the tilt and then short hopped. And ZeRo again, he did down tilt on block into forward tilt. I really don't like down tilt into forward tilt on block. I'd rather just do slow down tilts. If you do them slowly, Meta Knight doesn't inch forward on each one. So here, ZeRo tries the forward tilt, the down tilt on block to forward tilt again, and again NAKAT just hopped over the forward tilt and landed his downer. Here what I would do is either up tilt or buffer turnaround grab, but I guess NAKAT opted for the up tilt, which is good. It's really good. Either option is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something like NAKAT could have done here. So he up tilts and chases him as he should, and like what I would do is just dash up to here or here, and maybe stand around, maybe block just before he lands on the ground, because he could have expected the opponent to land like this. ZeRo landed with an air dodge, so you could just like block in case they down air or whatever, and wait for a landing like this, like either landing with a down air or landing with an air dodge. They're both pretty bad. He could have just been around here and blocked. If he either down airs and lands on the ground or air dodges and lands on the ground, you can just shield grab him. Otherwise, like he's over here, So he could have just used with this spacing. There's none of Meta Knight's moves that can reach him. So in this case, he could just wait for the air dodge or the aerial, and once he does it, punish the landing with a dash attack. But instead of baiting anything, NAKAT just ran away, which was pretty bad since ZeRo was scared enough to stay blocking. And here, another fair that won't land. It just won't land. All of these, you can bait them and dash attack or up smash the Meta Knight until they stop doing it, and then they start doing other stuff which you can also read. So okay, this is a really good approach of Fox's. Let's see. Thanks to his dash speed. So here he dashes and he blocked. Okay, so by dashing and blocking, what you can do is like Meta Knight will either block, roll, spot dodge, or use a tilt. If they use a down smash, that's too bad for them, because down smash is really easy to punish out of block, especially the front hit. So he dashed and blocked. Like if you see a shield coming from the Meta Knight, after dash blocking, you can just shield grab them. In this case, he dash blocked, and as soon as the down tilt touched his shield, so reacted to something touching his shield, which is usually a down tilt or a forward tilt, especially at that distance, and he just shield grabbed him. He shield grabbed him. It's usually a bad idea with Meta Knight to use tilts to stop a dash if they have a lot of room, or even if they don't. You don't even need to judge that stuff. So he tried to use a tilt against a dash block, so he just got shield grabbed. What else? Oh yeah, this is also pretty bad against ice climbers, because if they have enough room to dash block, you shouldn't use tilts. You can get easily shield grabbed. You should only, in my opinion, with Meta Knight, instead of using tilts against dash approaches, you should use the tilts when they don't have enough room to dash. You do it by zoning in, by landing at a spacing where there's not enough room for them to dash block, because dash block will more often than not counter the Meta Knight's tilt option, especially with Fox, who dashes in so quickly. So there, he dash block beat dash shield grab beat his down tilt. So there we go. He dashed away, but I don't really use this style of dashing away too much, because I think it's important to keep the pressure on the Meta Knight. Although this spacing is actually pretty good, because ZeRo here by this time is probably feeling pretty pressured, because there are two different spacings, or distances. There are two different distances where the Meta Knight should feel uncomfortable. When he's in Fox's range, because his moves reach Fox, but Fox's also reach his, so his tilts are punishable from block and everything. And when Fox can approach with a dash, because dash approaches coming from Fox, they're kind of scary, unless the Fox is super predictable. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I would have done with this approach that NAKAT opted to use. He uses a dash, short hop, air dodge approach. There's the dash, short hop, and air dodge. So he hopped over the down tilt, which seems to be one of ZeRo's preferred options in this matchup. So NAKAT lands with the air dodge. And what I would do, like when someone sees Fox short hopping, they love to block because